Hello guys and welcome here. So in this video we are going to talk about the CUMIPMT function inside of Microsoft Excel. So this function will return the cumulative interest paid on a loan between a certain start period and an end period. So even if the function looks complicated, it's pretty simple. So it contains 6 arguments and we're going to talk about each and every one of those arguments. So the first one will be the annual rate. So this will be what is your interest rate that you will pay each and every year. Then you have years of the loan, so on how many years you want to have your loan to be. So let's say you're buying a house, so your loan will be on 25 years. The present value, so $300,000, this would be, for example, the value of the house that you want to buy, so the value of the loan. The start period and the end period. So in this case, since I'm going to use it as annual for the example, so how much interest rate I will have paid between the year number 1 and the year number 2. If I change 2, for example, for 20, I will be able to know how much interest I paid between the year number 1 and the year number 20. All right. And finally, we have the type, which is either annual, either monthly. It's the timing of the payment. So let's write down this function. So pretty simple, we are going to start with an equal sign and then we can write down CUMIPMT and we can open up our parentheses. Now, as I said, the first element will be the rate, which is here 5%. Then the number of years for the loan, we are going to have 25. So the total number of payment periods, so 25. Then we have our present value, which will be $300,000. Then we have our start period, which will be 1, and our end period, which will be 2. Then the last one will be the type, so and either at the end of the period, either at the beginning of the period, so when the interest will be calculated on your loan. So we're gonna leave it at the end of the period. And just like that, we can run our function, and we know that between the first period and the second period, so the year number 1 and the year number 2, we have paid $29,685 in interest. So if we want to calculate our interest between the period number 1 and the period number 5, we know that we have paid $71,696 in interest. And what's cool is that you will be able to see with this function that the more you go in time, the less interest you will pay. So let's say you want to know how much interest you're going to pay between the year 24 and 25. So you will only pay $2,992 versus for the year 1 and the year 2 and the year 3, for example, you will pay almost $30,000 in interest, which is a little bit less than between year 1 and 2. Where you will pay $29,685 in interest. So remember, first element will be the annual rate. Then you have the number of years for your loan. What is the value of your loan? How many periods? So here we're gonna have our start period, then our end period, and finally for the type, it's going to be the timing of the payment. So either at the beginning or at the end. So this is how you use the CUMIPMT function inside of Microsoft Excel. So as always, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe, and see you in another of my videos.